I studied commerce, I joined advertising, then I joined my father's work. Nothing pleased me. And I sat up in bed one morning, I was 24, and I just said, if I wake up in this bed at the age of 40 and I haven't tried what I want to do, I'm going to cut my wrists. Fought with my father, went off to New York to study method acting with $500 in my pocket. Worked for 1.5 years in a hotel to be able to pay for my first month's fees, and loved every minute of it. The reason I sort of wanted to train was I found when I was doing shows in Bombay, there were certain nights where I'd be feeling great, but the show would fall flat. And there were certain nights where I'd be feeling awful and I'd do a great show, and I couldn't understand how to standardize a performance. Training really helped me with that. It gives you ways to look into yourself and draw on deep wells of reserve within you that you wouldn't know were there. It teaches you to vary not from here to here, but to vary from here to here. In New York, everything is extremely organized. It is an 8-hour rehearsal period, not an evening rehearsal like we have in India. Your focus, your concentration has to be absolute because you're being paid for the rehearsal. The show goes up at 8 o'clock. Your last reporting time is 7:30. If you are late 3 times during the run of a show, you're thrown out. You could be the star. You're out because you're irresponsible. So there's discipline. And I love that. I like that working environment. Here it's a bit slipshod. On the other hand, the advantage of say, Indian theatre, because it's semi-amateur, we face odds you don't face in New York and we still triumph. I find that amazing. I don't fault the actors, I don't fault the directors, because we work so hard here with so little money because we love it. I think what it's lacking really is funding, number one, which gives you a stronger structure. And I'm afraid to say, I think it's lacking the commitment of the audience, because internationally, you run a play 8 times a week. The audience is there. There's a theatre culture which I feel we lack here. That's what thrills me about theatre, because it's a live, visceral experience. And if it struck a chord, it stays with you. It's not imprinted on film. It remains in the mind of the audience. I know as an actor, the greatest compliment I can get is when someone comes to me and says, you know, I saw you in art in 1997 and I still remember your performance. That touches my heart. I think it's evolving because people, first of all, are finding their voice here. In the good old days, we only did foreign plays. Today, there's a lot of writing happening here. Plays are sometimes adapted. We're starting to find our Indian English voice. I think people are ready now to hear and see stuff they weren't before. And I firmly believe that an audience is as intelligent as the information you give it. I do not agree with this dumbing down the audience, saying they'll only accept a sex comedy, so that's all we can do. I don't buy that.